Three, four, three. Kitty. Look at you there, little head. I think we needed to talk to a few more people, then we fuck off. Why do I advance the main quest in here? That's where Isgrim is. And why does Tahar keep equipping other shit? Must be for cutscenes.
To this day, the Shaper's magical and technological prowess remains unrivaled.
Will do.
No.
Got it.
I am in fact not to talk to anyone in here.
Mm-hmm.
Weird. Why have the fang on the fang if there's no fang to be on the fang?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, Dillman.
Understood.
Rustle, rustle, rustle. Load, you bastard. Wait. Wait, indeed, Valenia. Right, Fraser and Sirius. $5,000 load screens. Fucking really? Prodigal Son. That's just a side quest. Map's pretty big. Is there a map of the map? No. Well, let's go see. Gore, you're really good, but god damn it.
Burn.
Let's get ruin. Oh. No, why not?
Of the few refugees who make it to Everlight, many are shocked to find that their troubles do not end there. Though its neutrality as a city-state left it largely unscathed during the Mage Wars, the city has its own mountain of problems to struggle with. The biggest ones being the ever-growing gap between the rich and the poor, an uncontrollable rise in crime, and the Purity of Light's aggressive crusade for new followers.
Need the fucking boat, mates. We got our friend. So what's his... Oh, he's a mage. Straight up. Nice. Increases block chance. Well, that's weird.
What now?
We need to find the archaeologist. His name was... let me think. Sir Albertus Watley.
Everlight is a big city.
True, but the Creators Guild might be a good place to start. As far as I know, he asked them for funding. Come, let's go.
Well, I have to rely on this guy for our AoE since we lost the Dwayne. Levels on brain. Because he needs to be in the fucking face of everything for this shit to happen. Except fireball. Fuck's fire might. Nice, you are now fire mage, for which you need intelligence. That's right, fuck buildings. Man becomes the brainest. Let's get him some ranged shit instead of that thing. Like this weird fucking staff. There, you're a mage now. How do you feel about that? Nice. Huh.
Alright, here goes nothing.
Let's fight to explore the map a little bit. Golem Smasher, oh nice. Georgie Porgy seems to be
Anything on your mind?
still alive.
You picked the wrong enemies.
Did I?
Take them down!
You read my mind.
That was pretty nice.
Uh-huh.
Pathetic. Let's see. Interesting.
Sure.
Very fine. Strange. Must have already had that. Everlight sewers. I'm
The
not.
hardest thing about business is minding your own. There are few cities where this proverb rings truer than...
Oops. I should probably have listened to that.
Look at that,
Easy.
boys. We're in for some fun.
Man says
Now
boys
would you
is
look
a
at
whole
that?
alone. What an idiot.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Really? Whatever's necessary.
Oh, hello.
Leave it to me.
Is that all? Is that all?
What? That's all? I'm only getting started.
What do we need?
Alas, they were died before they were died.
That way?
Mm-hmm.
Not now.
Fuck's sake, Kiko. I bet that happened as well.
Made your peace. Good.
Child's play.
Fucking pizza maggots. Very fine movie, Spawn.
They will fall.
Yeah, we all know maggots scream. They have that ability. Is to make the maggot mother
Let's see.
come save them if they are in need. I have a sneaking suspicion I'm not supposed to be in the sewers yet. I should probably leave. Hamana hamana bucky bird. Hamana hamana bird. Hamana hamana bucky bird. May go get a blanket for my legs. I am old after all.
Interesting.
Fuck it. Oh, this hasn't replied at all, Rayman. I don't know what to do with that.
Of the few refugees who make it to Everlight, many are shocked to find that their troubles do not end there. Though its neutrality as a city-state left it largely unscathed during the Mage Wars, the city has its...
Oh, you sent me his email. I wrote him. No, no response. I go find some blankets for my legs while our men run. BRB. make blankets. The table has immunity today because Boyce is asleep on the in the box on it, so I'm not gonna show it who is the boss.
What's next?
Huh? Help you with something?
That island in the lake. That's the Creators Guild, isn't it?
Yeah? Why you asking?
It might be the distance, but it looked a lot more populated when I was last there.
That's because after your father's war, a lot of the Creators' mages left. They were afraid of being out in the open, so to speak.
Why? The Creators Guild didn't participate in the war, did it? Same as Everlight.
Yeah, but that didn't stop the common folk and the refugees who came here from blaming them. There were even attacks on the guild.
Well, not all the common folk, as you call it, took part in them. I know the Creators' mages haven't ever done anything foul. What happened during that attack was a bloody tragedy. The mayor saw that the people who did it were put on the gallows.
I want to cross over there. How much will that cost?
25 gold. And no haggling.
I want to cross the lake.
Sure. Where to?
Now, I was just wondering if he's gotten the mail.
Got it. Hop in.
That way. All right.
Yeah, a little bit.
Fine.
Sure.
As a neutral, apolitical association of mages solely devoted to the study of magic, the members of the Creators Guild were among the few gifted that remained neutral during your father's war. Though not comparable to the great universities of Kalaya, it is safe to say that Fiara owes many of its magical and technological advancements to them.
Here we are. Impressive.
And there's people down the hall. We should...
Ah, interesting. We do not get visitors often these times.
Who are you?
I'm Undergast. I suppose you could call me the head of the guild. I sensed someone was coming and that someone had an intriguing aura. Now I know who it is. You are Isamo Tahara's child, are you not?
How do you know?
Well, I have studied Isamo Tahara's magic quite extensively, especially since the end of the Mage Wars. He was a remarkable man. Yours and his magical aura have a lot of similarities.
A remarkable man?
Yes.
Does that mean you supported him?
No, that is not what I said. I merely stated that he, as a mage and a man, was remarkable. Unusual or special, and therefore surprising or worth mentioning. My opinion on the war is an entirely different matter.
How are our auras similar?
Well, hard to say. You can simply tell that you're related. And there's something else about you that is, well, strange.
This guy.
I get that a lot. Could you elaborate?
It is hard to say. There's something peculiar about you. An oddity in your aura which I cannot make sense of. I'm sorry. Either way, I assume you are here for a reason. How may we, the little that is left of us, help you?
I was wondering if you could tell me more about the Creators Guild.
Maybe I should begin with the question, what do you know about us already?
I know that you are a neutral association of mages that didn't participate in the Mage Wars. That's about it.
Well, and that is about the core of our guild. We are mages devoted to study, science, and the preservation of knowledge, and we do not involve ourselves in political conflict. We were founded in the year 231 by a woman named Gareth Bowdry. Ever since, the Creators Guild has been a constant in the ever-changing political landscape of Northander.
So you are the leader of the guild?
Well, I do not see myself as such, but yes, the majority of the guild considers me its leader.
The ferryman told me about an attack on the guild after the Mage Wars. He said it was the reason that there are so few mages left on the island. Is that true?
Yes, but it was not just the attack. There was also an internal disagreement.
That attack, how did it end? Am I right to assume you stopped it?
Of course. They were trying to kill us, so we fought back and killed them instead. At least until their morale was broken. Looking back, I think that this display of power was something we should have done earlier. Only because we were peaceful, the people who attacked us assumed that we were defenseless. They will not make the same mistake
Look at
again.
this idiot.
That's a very dry way of seeing it.
If by dry you mean that it lacks the emotional aspect most people would add to a statement like this, then yes, I suppose it is. But again, it was not only the attack that diminished our numbers, but also a disagreement we had within the guild.
What kind of disagreement?
I would prefer not to talk about it. I am sorry.
Shouldn't have brought it up then.
Actually, we're here for a reason. We're investigating the Bloodburn. Is there anything you or your guild knows about it?
The Bloodburn? You're studying it?
I guess you could say that, yes.
Interesting. No, we do not know more about it than most alchemists or apothecaries at this point, though our general consensus is that we doubt the corporeal origin of the plague. There is magic involved in it.
Well, you're right about that. It's magical, and it's connected to the Shapers.
The Tsarlan. That's interesting. Say, would you mind to tell me more? You seem to know a lot of variables which we are not aware of yet.
Sure, mate.
I'll tell you, but we should find somewhere to sit. It's a long story.
Fade to black?
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
Well, this is both fascinating and peculiar.
What do you make of it?
I do not believe in visions and prophecy, unless they come from a dreamweaver, so I'm uncertain. There is no arguing that this man, Rondar Lacane, knew more about the Bloodburn than most people. And his clues led you to Mullendir, which is nothing short of impressive. So you believe that the Bloodburn is caused by Shaper telepathy. Is that correct?
It's a theory, but yes. Rogue telepathy, so to speak.
I see. I would like to come with you.
What?
I was clear, was I not? I would like to come with you. Your story is nothing short of fascinating. The Shaper City, the Bloodburn, and this Nexus. I would like to accompany you and help. I have a wide knowledge of the magic and the Shapers, and have a strong interest in finding a cure for the Bloodburn.
Sure, mate.
What about the guild? Aren't you their leader?
I am, but that does not bind me to stay. It is common for creators' mages to head out to expeditions. They have become rarer due to the war, but still, there is nothing stopping me from coming back when our business is concluded.
Well, why not? Just know that it will be dangerous.
I can defend myself. Quite well, in fact. However, there is one thing I need to finish before I come with you. Study. Maybe you could help. This would facilitate matters.
As long as it doesn't take too much time, yes. What are you studying?
Simple. I have always been fascinated by the notion of sentience and the mind in general. What creates consciousness? What is it that distinguishes us as humans from a wolf who is slave to his instincts? Quite recently, a group of refugees who arrived in Everlight told me of a bizarre sight. They said that a stone golem took over the abandoned mine near the gates and has grown a soul, and apparently has been trading with the villagers and even befriended one of them. It all seems highly unlikely, but I want to investigate it.
Oh, good thing we got a hammer of golem damage.
A monster with a soul? How is that even possible?
I do not know. It is not the first time people have reported such occurrences, but most of the times they turned out to be a hoax. This is the first case I've heard that might be legitimate. If it's true, this might change the world forever. Can you imagine? The ramifications of such a discovery would be monumental. It is currently believed that only the 5 principal kinds are capable of conscious thought. Disproving that would change everything. Suddenly, would killing a monster not be a homicidal act? Would putting them in a cage not be considered slavery? And finally, is it right for the principal kinds to consider themselves special, chosen by the Guardians?
What do you need my help with?
Well, this is all an exciting scholarly prospect, but a golem is still a golem. So if the monster goes feral, I will require assistance. I can defend myself, but still it would be unwise to go there alone. I will get prepared and meet you at the mine. Do you know where it is?
Tell me.
Up north, at the top of the Iskander mountain. I will go as soon as possible.
Fair enough. I'll see you there.
Right.
Let's see.
Oh, nice. They have a bin for me. They have 2 bins for me and a
Odd
trader.
fellow. But he's a capable mage, that's for sure.
Okay. Thank you for telling me that. I'm assuming there's still... yeah, I guess.
Sounds like a plan.
The best wares from Kalea to Northander.
Oh nice, this man has a lot of shit. Hopefully no emphasis on the shit. I buy only the most shit. Well, gotta make some money. Oh, bro. Need bling bling in my sack. Stupid crap. Away with that.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Oh.
Come again. I'm getting new wares on the next move's turn.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Blah. Oh, yes. Wear this fucking thing now. Got free. Oh, my strongness is legendary. Gotta buy more shit from this dickhole, so gotta come back, get more money.
I have a strange aura. Interesting.
Oh man, purple cape.
I beg your pardon?
Your aura, it's different, cold. Anyway, forgive my manners. Callaghan Theo, archiver of the Creators Guild. How may I help you?
I'm looking for someone. An archaeologist named Albertus Watley.
Watley? That man obsessed with his island?
Yes. What do you know about him?
Not much. Only that he showed up here some years ago asking for funding for his bizarre excavation. All the nobles who usually fund these kinds of things had rejected him. However, he didn't have any proof backing up his claims, other than him claiming to be of Hibernian ancestry, just like Queen Aelith. So we had to send him away as well, which didn't stop him from digging.
He thinks he's a Hibernian?
Well, he said that his great-great-great-great-grandmother was part Hibernian, or something along those lines, though he didn't have any of the Queen's gifts.
And he also claimed that, through his heritage, he has been having those strange dreams since his childhood, of a secluded island within the Black Sea that no explorer has ever laid eyes upon.
And I take it you didn't believe him?
Well, I wanted to, and so did the other archivers. But the moment we start giving out money for fascinating stories alone is the moment we will stop existing.
Why would he dig in Everlight to find an island?
Because apparently there's a Shaper portal that might take him there. Or a Hibernian portal, I don't remember, it's been a while.
If you and the nobles denied him the means to do an excavation, how did he dig?
That's where it gets tragic. He spent his entire heritage.
To no avail.
Not entirely. He found what resembled a portal, but it was just dead, cold stone. It didn't take him anywhere. He tried to activate it for years, but ultimately his savings ran out. Now he lives in the Mud District, begging for food. He literally gave it all for his dream, but failed. A sad story. Why do you ask, though?
Curiosity. Thank you for your help.
Sure. You're welcome. I have to continue my work now. Safe travels, friends.
Now would you look at that?
Is this downstairs or what is downstairs? Like, oh, no, it isn't.
Let's see.
There we are. Okay. So
of the few refugees
golem
who
shit
make
is
it
out
to
on this
Everlight,
map.
many are shocked to find that their troubles do not end there. Though its neutrality as a city-state left it largely unscathed during the Mage Wars, the city...
Well then, off to the Mud District. Let's hope Watley's still there.
And still alive.
How do I boat back? Oh, hello.
You got it.
Uh-huh.
Interesting.
What?
Well.
Yeah. Billy just don't give a flying shit.
Yes.
Is that somewhere I can go? Very fine. Let's go down here and flatways upways. Wait, what's this?
Will do.
The slaughterhouse, what? Alright, Bowden's all...
Really?
Now would you look at that?
Speak no Spaniano. I have a cup of tea, oh, plenty of milk, oh, but none of that lychee. Pluto. Speak no
Finally.
Sure.
Let's see.
A teleport thing. Where? Where? Fucking thing. Are you compressed or
Nowadays, few
processed
people
soon?
remember the reason for Everlight's wealth. The glittering mine. For a long time, it was believed that moonsilver, the most precious and most durable ore of Io, could only be mined in the Windwall Mountains, the empire of the dwarves. All this changed when an unsuspecting farmer found a piece of the shimmering ore while digging a well. A gold rush followed, and Everlight, back then a modest town, grew into the metropolis it is today. The mine was depleted decades ago, but the wealth remained.
Nice. Hey, Undy Bundy.
Ah, it is you.
Yes.
Didn't you say in front of the mine?
I did, but then I realized that it might be wise to scout ahead in order to get a clearer picture of the situation. Come, let us go. The golem and its supposed friend should be further down the mine. Follow me.
Look at that.
Sure.
Understood.
Why has my run what?
Give me a moment to focus.
My run what?
I did not expect so many creatures.
Strange.
Yes. Interesting.
That way? Get ready. Here we go.
Long fine LPs, you mean fucking...
Not now.
So, what's the plan?
I fucking...
Fine.
Got it.
Look,
Up ahead.
Someone's coming.
I know.
Let's see what they have to say.
Really? Corporal?
Greetings. Are you...
Rick, who are they? I'm afraid.
Don't worry, Hubert. They are not here to hurt you. Judging by the sounds of fighting we heard, I take it you took care of those undead. If so, you have my thanks. They appeared out of nowhere just a couple of days ago and locked us in.
They're dead. We're here to ask you some questions about your friend.
I figured. So I'm guessing you heard the rumors, right? Yes, this is the golem with a soul. And yes, I am the odd fellow protecting him. But before I tell you anything, promise me that you won't hurt him.
I know he might look intimidating, but he's actually quite sensitive.
If he doesn't hurt us, we won't hurt him.
He won't. Trust me, hurting anybody is the last thing on Hubert's mind. So, what do you want to know? You didn't come here to take him away, did you?
Hubert is a stone golem. Why didn't you kill these undead yourselves if they trapped you?
Kill? Hubert? I told you he couldn't hurt a fly. He doesn't look it, but in his head, he's just like a child.
Why Hubert?
It was my grandfather's name. And one day, I simply started calling Hubert that, and it stuck.
Nice.
How did you come to know Hubert? I mean, you don't just come up to a golem and start a conversation.
Right. You don't. I found him laying half dead just outside this mine. Some creature drained him of his essence, a ghost or something.
Darkness came and stole my light. It hurt. It hurt so bad.
I know, Hubert, but it's over now.
For some reason, I immediately noticed that Hubert was different. In every other situation, I would have simply turned away and alarmed the guard, but I just couldn't. So I went into the city to find a mage.
Who? Joseph. His name was Joseph.
He is not with the Creators Guild. And this Joseph agreed to help you.
Well, he still owed me a favor, so... Yes, I asked him to heal Hubert. And even though he told me it was dangerous, he eventually did it. When it was done, he told me to get away as soon as possible, as it might wake up again soon. But just like when I had first seen him there, I simply knew that there was something in him. Something that made him more than just a construct. So I waited. And it turned out I was right. You can figure out the rest. I took him into the mine, as the Everlight guards would have attacked him on sight. And here, we became friends.
So, you took him into the cave to protect him?
Yes. Of course, word eventually got through to the townsfolk. But you're the first to follow up on the rumors.
And before these undead woke up, this place was actually quite peaceful. A bit gloomy, yes, but safe. And
Man
that's what
changes
matters.
voice.
How long ago is it that you found him?
Let me think. Almost 4 moons now.
How did you become friends, though?
Rick, friendly. Rick, always friendly. Rick, care for me.
Well, maybe friendship isn't the proper word for it. It's more like I care for him, the way a father cares for a child. And yes, I know how funny that sounds considering Hubert's size.
Hubert, what makes you different from other golems? When did you realize you can think for yourself?
I don't know. I always had thoughts, always had ideas, but I did not know how to tell people about them. After the ghost attacked me and Rick healed me, he taught me how to speak.
Taught?
Yes. Yes, of course. Rick taught me how to speak.
Hubert is a very good student. He learned how to speak almost fluently in just a couple of months. If only men were half as eager to learn, maybe we wouldn't be in this mess we find ourselves in.
He could also carry the spirit of a person in him. Did you ever think of that?
If so, it was the spirit of an infant. As I said, all I did was offer Hubert guidance and, well, love.
Please, not that kind of love.
What are your plans for Hubert? Neither he nor you can stay in this cave forever.
Honestly, I don't know. Hubert is such a good lad, and I want him to have a normal, happy life. As bizarre as that sounds when talking about a golem. He would love to make friends and...
Yes, friends. Rick, will these misters be my new friends?
Hubert, what did we say about interrupting other people when they're talking?
It's rude. And it makes people sad.
Do you want me to be sad, Hubert?
No, Rick. I'm sorry.
Apology accepted. Just don't do that again.
Anyway, I try not to think about it. And until you showed up and killed those undead, I wasn't even sure we'd ever make it out of that cave again.
All right, look. My friend here would like to learn more about Hubert's uniqueness. It would be of great scientific value. Would it be possible for us to examine him?
I don't know. Will it harm him?
Golems were created to endure pain.
What my friend is trying to say is, he will do everything he can to keep Hubert comfortable.
What do you think, Hubert?
I don't know.
Fine. If you think it will help us understand Hubert better, then I don't want to be an obstacle. Go ahead.
Thank you, sir. Then let us begin. Interesting. Truly interesting. Hubert, I am done. You can rest now.
It wasn't bad, Rick. It tickled a little, but it didn't hurt.
So, what did you find out?
Not much. But let me discuss it with my companion first. Tahar, if you please.
Where is the kind sir going, Rick? I liked him.
They're just going to have a talk. They'll come back.
So let me be brief. I inspected Hubert's magical core, and it is rather unusual. It's overflowing with magical essence, unlike anything I've ever seen. My theory is that his remarkable intelligence comes from this irregularity. Unfortunately, I believe that the very same irregularity is also dangerous. The essence within him seems unstable.
It is very likely that it will eventually get out of control and cause an explosion unlike anything this land has ever seen. To me, it appears we have two options. We can destroy the golem, or take it back to the guild and try to harness its power, with the chance to stabilize the core and allow it to live.
I do not think I should make that choice. I consider myself a rational person, but I'm afraid that my fascination with the matter clouds my judgment.
Couldn't we just take him somewhere secluded and leave him be?
I'm afraid that's out of the question. We just don't know what the long-term effect of this instability would be. He could, for example, become feral and use his incredible power to wipe out a city or two. Killing him is the merciful option if his welfare is your primary concern.
What do you mean by harness his power?
Well, the possibilities are endless. If we can replicate the structure of its core and stabilize it, it has the potential to change the world. We might even be able to recreate it, thus giving us a power source with the chance to recreate life.
Obviously, there is no guarantee these experiments will bear fruit. We would also be risking blowing Everlight to smithereens in the process.
If I had to make a guess, I would say that there is a 40% chance that the golem will be stabilized, and we will be able to harness the core. A 40% chance that it will die in perceived agony, and a 20% chance of triggering the devastating explosion.
That's a tough decision. Let me talk to Rick.
Of course.
Oh, poor Hubert.
Now would you look at that?
Steal his shit.
So, what did you and your friend talk about?
Well, there's no good way to say this. Hubert's magic core is very unusual. It is overflowing with energy, and while this energy is what makes him sentient, it also makes him dangerous. If we let Hubert stay here, the core might eventually become unstable and explode.
The only way to save him is to take him to the Creators Guild, where they can try to control his power. Thing is, it might be a painful experience for Hubert.
I'm sorry, but it's the only way. The alternative would be to kill him.
You bloody monster! No! There's no way I'm letting you do this! He's a person, damn it, not some toy for some mages to tinker with! You'll have to kill me first!
Rick, you're outnumbered, and I'm offering you and Hubert a chance. Don't you see it? You can either die here like a fool, or you can make sure Hubert gets through the entire ordeal together with you.
Well, I guess you're right, aren't you?
Fight me to the death!
I don't have a chance against you all. But let me say this. If I learn that anything happens to Hubert, I will come and hunt you down, even if it costs my life.
Hubert, it's time to go. We're moving into a new home.
What? I'm going to see the outside again? Just how you promised.
Yes. Just how I promised.
Well, I must say that I'm happy you made that decision. I will go back to the guild now and prepare my things for our journey as discussed. I will see you there.
Hubert's a good man.
You will regret this.
Eat fireball, cunts. Oh, ding ding.
That way.
Eat complete garbage.
Leave it to me.
Wait. Wait. Huh.
Pathetic.
Oh fuck, it's the water clan. Fuck them. Yeah, fuck the water clan. And the earth clan. Fuck all of them, honestly. I think we found Tulgrim's great axe before. He seems to be losing them everywhere.
Sounds like a plan.
Like a proper Minogue. Hello, sneaky barrel of things I want.
Look at that.
You were hidden there, weren't you? Dirty, dirty. Oh, a potion of fresh arse.
What?
Much like elven arse.
Mm-hmm.
Speak no
Understood.
Spaniardo.
We'll make short work of them.
Is that all?
Body of the blade, executioner's blade.
Let's see.
Did I have another bit of something? I don't think that was the executioner thing, was it? We have a few things. Master of life and death, hilt, body of the blade. Huh. I'll probably never be able to assemble any of these because I haven't been that thorough with all the levels. So, as they say in Bulgaria, fug.
Sure. Sure.
Fair enough. Let's do this.
Fuck you, water clan.
Now would you look at that? Got it.
My hotel's as clean as an elven arse.
You got it.
Fine. Interesting.
Just give the word.
Got two
Sure.
legs from my hips to the ground.
You read my mind?
Yeah, I didn't even know there were this many goblins in the world for me to kill. Very excited.
Whatever's necessary.
Oh fuck. That's weird. Well,
Fine. Got it.
Fucking okay. I'll do the kill dead. Yeah, having some fine goblin shit going on, but now I just murdered every single one of them. Because fuck them. The fuck's that?
Easy.
A Wawoyan. Well now. Don't be on your arse. Everyone seems rectally dysfunctional in this game. Get the fuck up. Stop being on the ground.
Jesus, help me, somebody.
Scar, brother, help me.
Yes.
Get ready.
Help me. Mace of Distraction. Interrupt spellcast on hit. I think if you get hit with a fucking mace and you're doing anything but going I think you're very quickly gonna change whatever you were doing into going
Now would you look at that?
You got it.
Oh, fucking music from Cat Trap.
Sure.
Fair enough. Let's do this.
So, but how's Blom doing?
Here we go.
I hear you you hang out with him a lot.
They will fall.
I need more time.
Might be dead. That's not good. Whatever could happen that would make Blom dead. Men don't just die.
All right, here goes nothing.
Yeah, he's dead. That doesn't sound good.
Pathetic.
How do you like that?
Man, I bet fire magic is going to be really fucking effective against this thing. Speak, no Spaniard, don't speak, no.
I need more time.
Oh, fuck. Shut it, you slaggo. Not an octopus. Damn. Where is automatically revived when he dies? Oh. I need to loot that off him before.
Corporal.
Well, that's an alright.
Help me for heck's sake.
That's an alright thing to wear. Sort of armor.
Shit. Help me for heck's sake.
Let's see.
Yeah, poor Blom. Who would have fucking thought that he would just die? Just like that. Sad times. That's pretty good. Anal helmet. What are we using right now? 50. 40, 50. That wasn't what? It's very important to dick around in the options menu. Also, he shouldn't have nagged. It seems to be blocked off.
Really?
Yes.
Got it. Whatever's necessary.
Give me a moment to focus. Fine.
Alright, quick. Did Blom's fate teach us a lesson? Because I never figured out what the fuck killed him.
Uh-huh. Fine. Really?
Oh, I see, yes.
That way.
About name, it's true.
Sounds like a plan.
Teaching us the hard lessons.
Leave it to me. Child's play.
I'm only getting started.
Not at all to pause. Calamari.
Interesting.
In my ass. Spaniardo. Hey, Hubie. Whoop, 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 whoop. La da 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 da, va da 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 brio, va da brio.
Now would you look at that?
Yes.
Of the few refugees who make it to Everlight, many are shocked to find that their troubles do not end there. Though its neutrality as a city-state left it largely unscathed during the Mage Wars, the city has its own mountain of...
Interesting.
That way?
Look at this loungy fuck leaning up against the wall. Very fine. This man's upset that he's in this little tower bit.
Yes?
As a neutral, apolitical association of mages solely devoted to the study of magic,
let's see.
Okay, don't have fucked with Hubert, mate. Where are you?
Ah, there you are. In case you were wondering, I sent 2 mages to help Richard and Hubert find their way to the guild. It will be a marvelous opportunity to deepen our knowledge on magic. I'm still fascinated by the idea that an abundance of magic is able to create sentience. Just think of what that entails. Either way, I am ready to join you. I need to take care of some formalities first, but I'm ready to depart before next dawn. Where shall we meet? According to your story, the Shaper City is in the middle of Iskander, is it not?
Very fine. Goodbye.
What is it?
So what kind of magician are you? Paradox magic? Doesn't say what the upgrade does. Oh, guess we're gonna make him a sack magic man. Nice. These two are nice. Man shuffles around. Very fine. Brain, willpower, so it's now a dark Mahjong. Okay, so what did we want? We wanted the paradox for the heal. Wanted the weird fucking mesmus lance. And this thing. Very fine. I have tall
Just
hopes in this.
Now would you look at that?
For this.
Interesting.
Me back and just get one more potion from this guy. Be able to.
Looking for potions?
Yes.
Scrolls? I'm sure I have just what you need.
Yes, yes, you do. You have all I need. Oh fuck, he's even restocked. Oh man, this thing's really good. Oh, oops, I sold it to get some of my stuff. Oh. Fuck these hats. Hat's not gonna bring me gold on the table. All right, my sack. Wait, no, he hasn't actually rehomed his shit. It's for me though.
You know how to bargain, don't you?
Yeah, I know a good bargain when I see one made. There we go. Okay, so I'm good now. Got some more brain. Got some more points to put in. Please have more potions when I come back, mate.
Let's see.
It's like that guy from that Oglar thing where.
So, what's the plan?
Where they
Let me know what you need.
Let's see.
Where the guy keeps sticking his dick in the love potion. Because he drank it himself and fell in love with the potion. So he wants to fuck it. Very deep lyrical one, that. He's stuck up there, isn't he?
What do we need? Interesting.
No, he isn't. Okay.
Will do.
Come here, you.
Let's see.
Weird man. Yes.
Of the few refugees who make it to Everlight, many are shocked to find that their troubles do not end there. Though its neutrality as a city-state left it largely unscathed during the Mage Wars, the city has its own...
Yes. Enough about your city.
Well then, off to the Mud District. Let's hope Watley's still there.
And still alive.
It looks like there's 3 of him up there.
Hmm?
Mud Dweller. There's another Mud Dweller who is a lady. Wait, there's a porty bin there. It's all for me. It'll take a while going there. I'm gonna go get myself some water because I'm thirsty of body. She has now claimed the tap. Follows me out, wanting me to turn on the tap for her. Very fine. It means, however, that I need to go turn it off in a few seconds as well. So I wait. How long could a cat possibly be having a tap? So I spent 2 hours today re-rolling stats in Baldur's Gate. Not fun. I still don't have stats I'm happy with, so I may spend even longer. There we go. I don't mind the RNG and stat allocation, I mind that it's not optional.
Excuse me, madam. I was wondering if you could help me. I'm looking for a man named Ilbertus Watley. He's supposed to live here.
Watley? Oh, you mean that beggar? Ah, he lives here. Does nothing but beg for coins at the marketplace all day long. What do you want from him?
Long story. Much obliged.
Immediately get hint.
Anything on your mind?
Yes. Have a cup of tea, oh, with plenty of milk, oh. Maybe
yes,
a cup of bouillon.
Sure.
I think that's him.
A coin, fair lady. Please, the old father will reward you for your generosity.
Here, take this. Say, are you Sir Ilbertus Watley?
Yes, I am. Who are you? How do you know my name?
We're here because of the island in the Black Sea.
That accursed island. Tiara's breath. And here I thought I was done with it for good.
You seem bitter about it.
How did you guess? I sacrificed everything I had just for some deluded fantasy. From a nobleman in Tiara's grace to a beggar in the mud district. Quite the career, isn't it? And all because of some deluded childhood dream. Because I wanted to believe I'm special. Let's not talk about it.
Well, we know for a fact that it exists, and we want to find it.
What?
The island exists, and we have reason to believe there's something on it that we need. And we've been told that you tried to excavate an old Hibernian portal that could lead us there.
Forgive me, but this is a lot to take in.
But the portal exists?
Yes. Yes, it does. But it's useless. Just a piece of stone.
Another question. We were told that you consider yourself part Hibernian, like the Queen.
Well, not anymore. But yes, I believed that for a very long time.
How come?
Long story. The short version is that I've had these strange dreams ever since I can remember. Dreams of turquoise marble, of old rituals and ancient dragons. But they were always so vivid, like a real memory.
And that led you to believe they were?
That and the fact that I've always felt different from others. But then again, who doesn't? In the end, the Creators Guild was right. I had nothing to back up my claims.
So, you used up all your wealth to find that island?
Yes. As you probably know, no one was willing to fund my expedition. So, I decided to take the matter into my own hands. Looking back, I can't believe how obsessed I was. Even when I sold the house my family had lived in for generations, I didn't see where that route was ultimately bound to take me. But I'd rather not talk about it. I hope you understand.
This man is very close to the microphone.
How did you learn of that island?
That's complicated. What it ultimately amounted to were some vague explorers' diaries, dreams, and an active imagination.
And that's all?
No, it's not. But please understand that this is a very painful chapter of my past, which I prefer to remain closed.
What exactly did you hope to find on that island?
Wealth. At least, that was part of it, and what I told my potential patrons. Then, of course, there was my supposed Hibernian heritage. But, all that aside, Hibernian culture has always fascinated me. I studied archaeology in Greyfell, and as most archaeologists, I was always laughed at. Most people still consider it an expensive hobby for nobles rather than a true craft. I wanted to prove them wrong.
Nice.
Be that as it may, we need to find a way to get to that island, and building a ship isn't an option. Can you show us that portal?
Haven't you listened? It doesn't work.
We need to try. Can you take us there?
Fine. I can. But only under one condition. You need to pay me. Now, believe me, I wouldn't ask this if I had a choice, but leaving this place during the busiest hours of the day means I'll end up with an empty belly tonight. Just give me 30 gold. That should last me for a week.
Take 60.
Oh, that's very generous of you. Thank you. Meet me at the excavation site, will you? I need to take care of something first.
Okay, see you there.
Okay, so we can't go there.
Poor man. Give it all up for your dream and then
Oh, we could.
That must hurt.
But not uncommon. Most dreams and ambitions aren't bound to become reality. We only like to tell ourselves otherwise.
No gate up there, so there's no point in me teleporting to the Bry of the Uyo. He was probably...
Wait, you there. Yes, you. Could you spare a moment?
Me?
Yes. You're military, aren't you? You must be. I can tell by the way you're walking.
Former military, yeah. Why do you ask?
Well, I don't know how to say this, but I could really use your help. My daughter, Rosa, she didn't come back from the river last noon. Now, she was always a stubborn child, but it's been over a day now, and that doesn't seem like her at all. I'd go look for myself, but as you can see, my legs don't work like they should anymore.
What happened to your legs?
I'd prefer not to talk about it. It's a painful memory, as you can imagine.
What are you people doing out here anyway?
Isn't it obvious? Waiting for admission.
You're refugees.
Yes. Howard folk, to be precise. We made it all the way here just to be told that the city's full. But then again, I get why they're doing this. I really do. Everlight has only so much bread and shelter to spare for strangers with no more belongings. But Rosa gone. That's an entirely different story.
What about the Everlight Guard? Did you talk to them yet?
The Guard? They barely have time to keep the city's streets safe. They aren't going to waste any on a refugee.
You're well articulated. May I ask what you did before?
Before that bloody war tore everything to pieces, I was a herbalist. But all that, my store, our house...
He makes potions.
It got burnt to the ground by the rebels. It's strange. My life back then, it doesn't even feel real anymore. You know, we have all these things that we think define us, that we think have substance, but they don't. One day you wake up, and they're gone. But I'm sorry. I digress.
All right. I'll go see if I can find your daughter. You said she went to the river?
Yes, to clean out my wrappings. She's around 5 feet tall, has blonde, long hair, and a birthmark on her right cheek. Thank you, sir. You have no idea how much that means to me. Just find her, please.
Get ready.
I'm thinking that he will probably join us in our little basic place as a Buddhist, but that probably also means that his wife or whatever is dead.
Highwaymen. So close to Everlight, though. That's strange.
Yeah.
Fine. Sure.
Oh, it looks like she's gotten polluted.
Look at yes. Blazes. Blonde hair. Birthmark on the cheek. That's the old man's daughter.
Damn it. The bandits must have kidnapped her.
And not just that. Let's go back to the old man. He'll want to know.
Tahar, I do not think it's wise to tell that old man about what the bandits did to his daughter.
Why?
It would only make him suffer more. Tell him she fell and broke her neck. That way he will not have to spend the rest of his life picturing her final moments.
Nonsense.
Yes? Did you find her?
I did. But it seems that she got kidnapped by a group of highwaymen.
What? What are you saying?
Rosa is dead. I'm sorry.
No. No. This isn't possible. Not like this. She can't be. You must have found someone else. I will go look for her myself once the legs have recovered. She's still out there. I can feel it.
Look, sir, she had the birthmark. It was your daughter.
It wasn't. Now, please go. I need to rest.
Damn it.
And then I need to prepare. Yes, I have to.
Will
What a
do.
goddamn mess.
Hmm?
Such a young girl, abused and murdered. Sometimes I wonder what's wrong with this world.
Well, missed out on our herbalist then, I guess.
They will burn.
Which is a shame, because I would have liked some potions. I assume that's what he would be making.
Wrong place, wrong time, friend.
Why are you so slow?
Let's see.
You got it.
Is this Hernando's hideaway or Bru? Fuck.
Sounds like a plan.
Got it.
Thank the Guardians you're here.
What's wrong?
Bandits. That's what's wrong. They've taken the excavation site. I don't think they saw me, but what do we do? Do we call the guard?
We know how to defend ourselves. Let us take care of it.
Are you sure?
Yes. Just stay where you are.
Let's see what we can
Murder, murder everywhere.
Interesting.
Tiara's breath. You really killed them all. Just who exactly are you?
A former soldier. So this is the portal.
Yes.
Did you reconstruct it?
No. It was still intact when we found it. Which is more than strange, but that's also where the mystery ended. We couldn't activate it, even with the portal stone.
I hate the way he speaks.
How did you find it in the first place? And what makes you believe it's connected to the island?
Hibernian stone tablets. You see, similar to the Shapers, the Hibernians had developed a magic that allowed them to travel great distances within a short amount of time through portals. By stepping through an active portal, it took you wherever its counterpart was located.
Teleportation.
Yes, but much safer and also available to the common folk.
I see. And how do you know this portal's counterpart is on the island?
Another long story, for which I assume you don't have the time. Suffice to say that I found a kind of map, one that outlined all the Hibernian portals how they used to be back in their era.
Interesting. And these portal stones were required to activate them.
Yes, but as I said, it didn't help. I paid a fortune to buy it from a Chilean merchant, but I might as well have sung my incantations on a brick.
Where is that stone now? Can I see it?
You're really stubborn, aren't you? No, you can't. Because I threw it away.
Why?
Because it was useless. It was useless. Like all of this sodding, pointless horseshit I ruined my life for. Forgive me. I shouldn't have gotten so upset. This place, it just brings up memories.
Where did you throw it away? Do you remember?
Yes, I remember. There's a small shack near the old River Watch in the southwest. That was the day I had finally realized that I had been chasing a ghost all along. You'll try to find it, won't you? I can see it. Please. I don't know who you are, but believe me, it's pointless. You're wasting your time.
Let me be the judge of that. Will you wait here?
If you insist. It's not as if I'm missing anything in that sodding city.
This guy's a right Mong. Fuck you, YouTube.
Have my attention.
There. I think that's the shack Watley was talking about.
He's just lying there still.
This be the stone?
Show me. Yes, that might be it. Though, that's... This stone. It's ornamented with Hibernian runes, but it looks a lot like our Shaper rune.
Interesting. Well, let's get back to Watley. Now would you look at that?
I'm thinking it probably needs to be activated with the same bullshit he said when he went into Mulandia.
I will do as I must.
Let's see.
1-1. Okay. Probably part of the cipher for that
way. All right.
Bin we found earlier. Here's your fun, cunts.
Interesting.
Stupid fucking YouTube.
Whatley? We found...
By the... What? How is that possible?
My guess is as good as yours.
But... this doesn't make sense. No, this is a dream. This isn't happening.
Well, obviously.
I need to see.
Goodbye. Oh, we can choose our army. Maybe I go back and upgrade the... fuck it.
Though some cartographers may claim otherwise, the maps of Io are still far from complete. The Black Sea in particular has always invited explorers and adventurers to fantasize. Situated north of Fiara, many ships have fought...
Tiara's breath. It worked.
It felt just like traveling with a godstone.
Only that this seems to have been a one-way road. The portal is closed.
What about the portal stone?
I don't know. It seems empty. Activating that portal must have used up all of its energy. Question is, where's Whatley? And is it just my imagination, or is the sun a bit lower than when we stepped through?
Possible. It's the same effect that occurs when using teleportation magic. A distortion in the fabric of time.
Please let him be dead.
In any case, I believe we should look for Whatley. This doesn't bode well.
Agreed. Let's follow the path. He can't have gone far.
Yes?
Hope he's dead.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
A fine plan.
Thank you.
Hard to believe we're suddenly thousands of miles from Everlight. But there is something unique to this island, isn't there?
True. There are hardly any magical signatures around us. Whoever lived or lives here, they haven't been in contact with the outside world yet.
Man blows up sentient spiders on sight.
Yashwas Kenyar. Sak. Srar.
None out the Medusas.
Anything on your mind?
Bugger and blasted, blistering blazes. Who were these creatures? And what took you so long?
We entered the portal just after you. The teleportation caused a distortion in time.
Oh, of course. The writings mentioned that. Well, thanks for saving me. And sorry for being so mindless. These creatures, I thought they were going to kill me.
Who's our friend?
I don't know. He must be one of the locals. But he doesn't seem to understand our tongue.
Sunday, I do.
Fine. Now I'm lost.
So am I. How can you know our language?
Because we are both Kalal. You come from the Forsaken Land, which our people left behind hundreds of generations ago. Though your way of speaking is strange, be that as it may, I am not worthy of answering your questions. I will take you to our Yaris. She has predicted the arrival of outsiders, and it seems that her readings have become true. You will free us from Shar's snake spawn.
We come from the same land? You mean, you're also from Nortander?
Yes, but our ancestors left it behind. It's a long tale, and again, not one I am worthy of telling.
Who is this Shar?
Lakeshi, a renegade, a traitor. But our Yaris will tell you all.
All right, then take me to your Yaris.
Wait, one more thing. Yaris? Tonde. This sounds a lot like the Hibernian tongue. Are you Hibernians?
Not directly. But again, our Yaris is better fit to explain that. Now please follow me.
That way?
Got it.
Sure. You got it.
I understand.
Yeah, cool.
Saris Jadul. Mekil. I thought the snake spawn got you.
They almost did. These people saved me. They are from the Forsaken Land, Yakul. Just as she read from the stars.
By the name
That's
of
not
the
what it
sun.
said.
Outsiders. Are they... I mean, do they speak our tongue?
We do. And I bet we have as many questions as you have.
I see. Gallus Danwaji, outsider. Thank you for saving this man. You have no idea what his death would have brought upon our village.
I promised to take them to the Yaras. Can you let us in?
I believe so. Take them to the Yaris, Mekil. She will want to know the stars spoke the truth. It was an honor, outsider.
Dicking around with you. Okay, I think I'm gonna stop here for now. I'll stream more later, something else, but for now, time for watching, men, and GN.